repelling ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, bad it gets a habit, you should know it's automatic.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. The 20. Touchdown, Falcon. Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Austin McGinnis for the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Check 26, check 26.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. 28 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Brady's going to sneak it. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Here's Jones, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking downfield for, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Whip. Watch the whip. Let's 57's right. Let's go. 57. Mike, 57. I got it. You. Let me too. Hey, check Mike 57. Let me too.
To throw on third down, Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
point after try forthcoming.
Extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't play it successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick six. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14.
Falcons 14. Buccaneers 13.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On play action, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Brady's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gain of 7. Makes it
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's got Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Good tackle made.
And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zaccheaus as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shadow! Alert! 57's right. Let's go, D. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go, here we go. Hey, 66. Safety.
To throw again. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, now Brady. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Sterling Hawkwrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 50. Sugar!
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the
We couldn't ask for much more at this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. On the counter, here's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
brought down back at
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Sugar!
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. operating from the gun. Brady to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to return 1-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On now, Tucker McCann. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
20-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out?
I don't think that there's any way you can run back back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Throwing again, Ryan. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. To throw again is Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now Brady on the bootleg. This is caught. Gronkowski able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Airing it out. Look, it got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action now. Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Olamide Zaccheaus. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
The score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Ryan on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action with Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that's caught by Smith. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up.
That hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9. Today's final score.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.